Hi, my name is Garrett, and today we are going to discuss the discovery of log-guided fuzzing. For a summary, as IoT continues grows in number, smart TVs came into the tech world as one of the most widely used devices in home settings. For a device that is so widely used, their security lacks systematic evaluations. Vendors can customize their own APIs to use specific TV function. For instance, controlling the display, audio, HDMI, boot settings, and etc. Unfortunately, these additions can be implemented and executed by anyone. Malicious apps can be executed without the proper access. The objective in the study, the researchers created an automated technique to find security vulnerabilities on smart TVs, Androids, and OS software. The idea is called log-guided fuzzing. A traditional fuzzing usually interrupts the software with random inputs to cause failure. This is not ideal because devices are not able to operate when it comes to debugging and being replicated in a virtual environment. The log-guided fuzzing tool helps team read execution logs instantaneously to know the kinds of inputs the API expects. This leads to the tool to use the knowledge to come up with the smarter test inputs. Researchers also managed to build an external observer, which is a physical monitoring system that uses an HDMI capture device to catch any outliers that never showed up in the software logs before. Now, the problem that came with this study was a successful attack does not always involve stealing data. An attack can cause the user physical harm as well, which is dangerous when it comes to smart TVs. Smart TVs can be attacked in a way by corrupting the screen permanently, changing the brightness at seizure frequency level, and faking the device being off but is enabled to spy on the user. When going in depth, there is a technical problem that exists where simply security testing tools does not work on smart TVs. The only tool it had was basic fuzzers, only to detect crashes inside the OS, which misses all types of anomalies. This leads to a huge high-risk attack surface undiscovered. In short, the study's general problem was smart TVs are widely deployed, uniquely vulnerable, and no adequate tools existed to systematically find and expose those vulnerabilities. The method to the study also uses static analysis and log-guided dynamic fuzzing to detect cyber and physical anomalies. The study used fuzzing target locator, log analyzer, dynamic fuzzer, and external observer to test Android Smart TV changes and detect potential anomalies. The technique leverages two channels, log feedback and external observer. The external observer is more convenient for detecting physical anomalies. Next, we are going to discuss the results from the studies. After going through the testing, this is what the researchers found. Using the top 11 most popular Android TV boxes, the tool automatically discovered 37 unusual vulnerabilities in the software, and they were separated into three categories. The first category, they found 11 high-impact cyber threats, which what they found was corrupting boot environment variables, which causes device failure, overriding system directories, and rebooting devices into recovery mode without any permissions. The second category they found was 10 memory corruption bugs. The reason why they found these bugs is because of improper handling. And lastly, the third category was that they found 16 physical disturbances. This caused persistent display corruption, dropping HDMI signals, audio muting, and making changes to color and brightness of the device. Now keep in mind, this can potentially impact the user's health when looking at the device. In the real world, this can cause a major impact to users. Researchers were able to reconstruct the attacks and exploit the practice. They discovered the brightness on the devices could be flickering at certain levels of frequencies to cause epilepsy in the user. A similar incident happened in 1997 with Pokemon seizure incidents. Long story short, Pokemon came out with an episode that aired in Japan that caused around 600 kids experiencing epilepsy or seizures. What triggered the seizures were the red and blue strobe lights flashing from a Pokemon attack in the episode. From what the researchers learned, customizing the smart TVs to a setting that the users wants was dangerous and overlooked potential attack that can come with consequences in the virtual and physical world. Wall-guided fuzzing idea helps to audit black box systems, whereas traditional does not do. The key performances highlights. The tool made strong accuracy results with the input validation with 95% accuracy, and the range check subclassifier reaching 99.8%. 72% of the cyber threats cases with the random fuzzing timed out usually within 24 hours. On the other hand, log-guided fuzzing finds vulnerabilities within minutes to a few hours. External observer was needed for physical disturbances. 15 out of the 16 physical outliers triggered no internal crash signals. Without the it would have been missed entirely. In conclusion, the study concludes that the smart TVs are vulnerable to security risks, including high-impact cyber threats and physical damages. The system evaluates of their security is necessary to identify and address these potential risks. The study also concludes that the dynamic fuzzing method developed in the study is successful in detecting vulnerabilities in smart TVs. And that will conclude the study, and thank you for your time.